Hello world, Theet here, and in this video I will take you on a journey of 969 days in hardcore Minecraft, from day 6000 to the most important milestone yet, day 6969. During this time, I finished making a city in the end, started a gigantic space station in the void, drained a lava ocean, and almost ruined a mega base. But first, we have to begin our story at day 6000, which I celebrated on stream with a small fireworks show in Ender Acres. But perhaps the celebration was premature, because Ender Acres was not quite done. Sure, the buildings were built, the terraforming was done, all the fine details were in place, but it didn't feel alive. It felt static and barren, and what better way to fix that than by adding, well, living things? So I wrangled 2 villagers into the end, made a villager breeder, and began working on bringing life to the end. I also brought some animals to add yet more life, and I can assure you that absolutely no animals were harmed in the making of this build.
Oh, damn it.
But there was one more thing to do, and that was sorting out the hideous chest monster at end spawn. So I made this fancy storage room, alphabetically sorted and capable of holding over 1.3 million items to store all the leftover materials from the Ender Acres project. But by day 6100, it was time to turn to a new project. There is a glitch where, if you trade with a villager while going through a portal, it doesn't lock his trades, so you can just trade forever. I wanted to build a void trading hall to take advantage of this, and thus the idea for Void Station was born, a colossal space station centered on an end gateway in the Outer End Islands. But as the project went on, my plans for the build became bigger and bigger. I added giant villager crop farms to ensure a steady supply of emeralds, an onboard botanical garden with dozens of custom plants, and more. It soon became clear that there was no way I could finish this before day 6969, and I was already super excited to start on my next mega project, Nether Jungle. So on day 6569, I put Void Station on hold and began my most audacious project yet.
We're currently in the midst of doing something a bit risky.
Nether Jungle would consist of a huge water ocean in the Nether, surrounded by custom cliffs, rivers, trees, tree houses, temples, and more, all surrounding my Nether hub. But wait, you say, water in the Nether is impossible. And to that, I say, it isn't. There was a 1.17 snapshot where you could actually get it using glow lichen, and once you have a single water source, it's actually not that hard to spread it using seagrass and kelp. So I reverted back, got my water.
We did it, guys! We did it! Alright, that's literally all we need to do in this cursed version.
Spread it across the Nether roof, inadvertently creating an ocean in the process. But despite my best efforts to avoid corruption by going to the end to unload spawn chunks and keeping a minimum render distance in the Nether, there were some problems with my spawn chunks.
What?
I had a backup, of course, but I wanted to keep my Nether water and do something that no one else has done before and make an ocean in the Nether. So keep it I did, and I vowed to repair the spawn chunk castle dome by hand. Someday. With this out of the way, I could finally safely update to version 1.18, which means I could finally get my hands on some of the new vegetation, drip leaf and spore blossoms. After a very painful stream where I collected an entire stack of spore blossoms, I took them back to Void Station to help decorate the area. I thought that lots of greenery as decoration would contrast well with the industrial vibe of the space station itself, and it seems to have worked. But the pain of collecting spore blossoms paled in comparison to my next task. You see, in order to make a water ocean, I first had to remove the existing lava ocean. And with the chaotic terrain of the Nether and the lack of any sort of lava sponge, the only way to do that was to drain it block by excruciating block using gravel. Naturally, I forced my viewers to suffer through the grind with me on stream, or at least part of it, and that definitely made it more fun. So did this crazy flying machine I was able to deploy to help me with a very flat part of the lava ocean. But even still, after 200 game days and 200,000 gravel blocks, I still had a long way to go and just 100 days left before the big milestone, so I turned my attention to the spawn chunk castle. I knew that if I didn't start repairing it soon, I'd never get around to it, so I began collecting deep slate to repair the building's central dome. It's not back to its former glory by any means, but I made some very real progress, and I'm sure that by 8,000 days it will be completely fixed. But I didn't want to spend too long on it, because I wanted to get as much progress done on my new mega bases as possible before this video came out. So after one stream, I went right back to Void Station to continue expanding the central tower, packing it with new details, such as this very weird temple on the 3rd floor, along with some lounges and random rooms, and a dining hall on the 4th floor. I wanted to keep dead space to an absolute minimum, with using these very whimsical, random features that you wouldn't expect to see, and don't quite make sense, but really breathe a ton of life into the build. But before I knew it, the funny number was upon me.
Oh, we did it. 6969, guys. Funny number. Woo!
But even though 6969 days is a long time, I can assure you that this world is just beginning. By day 8000, I hope to have the main body of Void Station finished and begin working on a series of massive concentric rings around it. Meanwhile, in the nether, I hope to finish draining the lava ocean so I can finally begin putting the water in and adding all the underwater features and start making this place nether jungle. But in the meantime, I have a special challenge for you guys. Hidden in this world, there are 7 hidden books, and the first person to find each one in the world download and post a secret number inside gets a special bookfinder role in my Discord server, which is linked in the description. So yeah, good luck and happy hunting. I made them pretty hard to find, I think. Also, remember to like and subscribe so I don't have to sacrifice these sheep to the algorithm gods.
But seriously, to everyone who watched, liked, and subscribed, thank you so much. You're all absolute legends, and without you, this channel would absolutely not be what it is today.
Now, enjoy the cinematic and see you at 8,000 days.